What is up fam? Welcome back to a brand new vlog. पिछला vlog यहीं पे end किया था, यहीं से वापस शुरू कर रहा हूँ ताकि ये vlog में crispy details आए. So anyways, event शुरू कर देते हैं.
We're so excited you could join us today for some big announcements, new MacBook Air and the entire Mac lineup.
अभी जस्ट एप्पल इवेंट खत्म हुआ है. Alright fam, I attended the Apple event and here's what I think you need to know and here's what I think is important in my opinion जो मेरे experiences है and मेरे perspectives है. So firstly, the way the event started off, the video was beautifully made. It was very well made. Just seeing that video sequence was like an experience in itself. So I have watched previous Apple events as well, but man, this was created beautifully because it just involved you immediately as the event started. Like you were just like part of it instantly. I'm gonna sum up the event very quickly in a few minutes so that you guys don't have to go through the entire event of say an hour or two. So coming to the Apple Watch Series 9, it was a little disappointing to be very honest because there's pretty much no change in the device itself. The only change was the internals. They have a more powerful chip apparently inside it, which is the S9 SIP they call it. And what they are selling the Apple Watch 9 on was basically gesture controls. It's a double tap gesture control, which basically if you have something else in your hand and your hand is preoccupied and you want to answer a call on your watch, a double tap gesture will do that. The gesture will also be used for a few other functions and features, but if you're a real tech nerd, you probably already know that this feature could be enabled even now on the older watches. Apparently you go through the accessibility and stuff and set up double tap. So I think this feature is actually already present. It was just marketed more heavier for the Apple Watch Series 9. The event was also based around this zero carbon emission thing that they are really sort of pushing, trying to let the audience know that Apple currently is producing or will get to producing zero carbon emission devices, basically reusing their materials, aluminium, stuff like that, coming out with better materials which pollute the earth lesser with their production. So that is what they were heavily pushing. Getting that out of the way, they came straight to the big boys of the industry that tech people like us wait for, because these are the things that actually add value to a creator's life. Coming to the iPhone, they came out first with the iPhone 15. The only new thing with the iPhone 15 that I personally felt was like fresh maybe was the inclusion of the dynamic island in the 15 lineup. So basically what happens is now none of the phones in the entire lineup have a notch. They will all come with the dynamic island. So it is a complete progression for the future as well to hold every phone with a dynamic island. So it's not just the 15 Pros and the 15 Maxes that get the dynamic island. It will be the 15, the 15 Plus, the 15 Pros and the Pro Maxes. All of them will have a standardized dynamic island, and that just shows us that in the future as well, that is the route that Apple will be taking. Talking about the bigger picture, coming to the Pros and the Pro Maxes that we are all eagerly waiting for, the iPhone 15 Pros and Pro Maxes come in titanium, a much more durable metal. It's got this brushed aluminium look to it, but of course it's titanium. And finally, after an entire era of the sharp edges on the 12, 13 and 14 devices, iPhone 12, 13 and 14 devices. They have finally sort of slightly rounded off the edges. I feel it'll make for a much neater look and a much better in-hand experience. Even the present phone that I'm using is the iPhone 11 Pro, and this was the last device to come with rounded edges. It did not have any sharp protruding edges, such as the likes of the iPhone 12, 13 and 14. Those things used to cut in the hand, and I did use a couple of devices, and I never really, that feel never grew on me. And I'm really happy and relieved to see that the 15 lineup, the 15 Pro and the Pro Maxes are coming with these soft molded edges, and they're sort of going back in time, but for the better of the feel of the device, in my opinion. Again, the 15 lineup comes with Apple's own A17 Bionic. Every year the power just gets pushed to the max. I'm sure they've already got a ton better chips that are planned out for the future, but for this year we see a bump in the power through the A17 Bionic. The iPhone 15 and 15 Pros now come with a standard resolution of 48 megapixels on their cameras. I think this trickles down also to the 15 lineup, not just the Pros. So what happens now is you're getting a much better sensor, you're getting much better detail, you're getting the same stuff that you got in the 14 Pros trickling down the stem and going to the 15 lineup as well. So expect much better quality in imagery, in videography. It should sort of really enhance the quality of images that you take, the quality of videos that you take. And this is the reason I was saying it is very important for people like us that are creators. We do depend on our phones to grab a quick shot, and that's where this counts for us. The iPhone 15 Pro, the big boy, apparently comes with a 120mm zoom as well. I think they're calling it a 5x or a 7x or something like that, if I'm not wrong. So I am yet to see how they pull that off. I want to see the quality of the images that come out at that 120mm. Have they been able to retain quality while pushing the zooms so far? And one of the major changes, finally, USB Type-C replaces the iPhone Lightning port. It was high time. I know a lot of Apple fanatics would be like, no, we love the Lightning, but it is what it is. The speeds are mad faster on USB Type-C. Your transfers are going to get done way faster, better charging efficiency, stuff like that. So USB Type-C is finally taking over the Lightning port on all Apple devices. You'll be able to charge your AirPods, your iPhone, all of it with a Type-C cable. Well, these were the major standout points for me. It wasn't anything groundbreaking this year, but it was a good welcome change in a lot of ways. The Type-C ports, the rounded off edges, new titanium used in the 15 Pro lineup. The future is exciting for the iPhone lineup. Let's see how it plays out into the real world. Once the devices are out in the real world, we'll probably get a better idea for how they're going to do. Well, this was a quick little wrap up for the Apple event, so that you guys didn't have to go through the struggle and the trouble of watching an entire 1 hour event. And hopefully I could provide you with basic major snippets that you need to know. Alright fam, let's end this vlog right here. If you guys did enjoy it, you guys know what to do. Like, comment, subscribe, turn on the bell notification so that you get notified when I release the next video. Thanks ka button bhi aa chuka hai. It's on the channel for those that want to support the channel. It helps a lot. Memberships are also available, so anyone that wants to apply for it, superb. And stick around, stay blessed, keep putting in the work. I will see you guys in the next one.